Hello. This morning I had an idea for a video. It's going to take me a very long time, but I really want to do it and I think it will help me read the books on my shelves. So I'm going to call this the Alphabet Project, where I read books starting with like the letter A, B, C, D, continue, all 26 letters. Like one from each of my bookshelves. And this will just be a continued series to get books off of my bookshelves. So I'm currently reading, I'm buddy reading. I have friends and I'm buddy reading 2 books right now. But then I'm gonna start with A, and it can be like start A, whatever. So I'm gonna stop this clip and go to my bookshelves and pick out 6 books that start with A, and then we will start this. I'm so excited. This series is gonna last literally forever, and I'm just gonna have a Booktube channel forever. So let's do it. Okay, so I'm looking at my bookshelves, and hopefully on each like bookshelf I can find a book that starts with A. So right now, oh, I've already read that one. We can do this. In the meantime, I'm also still like getting audiobooks of books that are on my shelves, but this will be a separate project just to hold myself accountable, but I think it will be fun. Okay, so I found, and I'm gonna like DNF and stuff still, you know, because the whole point is to see and get stuff off of my shelf. So the first one is Avoid the Size of the World by Rachel Alpine. Okay, so that's number 1. Okay, perfect. I found another one. And then this is actually an ARC. Oh my god, this shelf is ridiculous. Hold on. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, making it. Okay, this is an ARC that I got from YALLFest 4 years ago. As She Fades by Abby Glines. Let's do this. All right, so that's 2. Got 4 more. I've already, oh, here we go. Okay. Oh, this is a dystopian. All Rights Reserved by Gregory Scott Katsalis. I've had this forever. I got this in a book box that I don't even think is around anymore. Oh, I've read Amy and Roger. Okay. Okay, excellent. All right, so I've got A Light Too Bright by Samuel Miller. I know nothing about this, so. All right, we got 2 more. I've read Again But Better. I've read All American Boy. Oh, there we go. Ah, perfect. Angus, Thongs, and Full Frontal Snogging. I just got this. I would like to read that a lot. All right, so last one. Last shelf. Come on, we can do this. Oh, yes. Okay. So we got Always Forever Yours, and this is a duo. This is Emily Wibberley and Austin Siegman Broca. So after I finish my 2 buddy reads, these are the books I'm going to focus on. They all start with the letter A, and it'll take me literally forever, and I'm going to do the whole alphabet. So welcome to the Alphabet series. Okay, so I just went audiobook hunting. Angus, A Light Too Bright, and All Rights Reserved all have audiobooks, whether it's my Libby or I'm using Scribd as well. I actually haven't used it yet. I have like 2 months free, so I should use it because I was free. Anyway, Always Never Yours. I didn't think this one would. Avoid the Size of the World, and As She Fades all don't have audiobooks, so I will be focusing on that. I am like super not into TV right now, and get like 2.5 hours of free time when the boys go to bed, and have been like fucking reading. It's great. So I'm gonna focus on these, like I said, after my buddy reads. So I'm pretty excited about this project, to be honest. Like, I think it's gonna really hold me accountable. And there's 26 letters in the alphabet, so that's a lot of books to read. Okay, bye. Okay, so I'm starting As She Fades by Abby Glines. I have read some Goodreads reviews about this book, and they were like, eh. So I'm kind of about it. So we'll see, you know, but I just hope I like some of these books because I fucking bought them with my money. So we'll see. Okay, I am 76 pages into As She Fades, and it's going quite fast for me. I'm super slow reading, but I'm flying through it. I'm liking it. There's a lot of slut shaming. Not liking that. Otherwise, I'm liking this. Hold on. Okie dokie. So this is about a girl and her boyfriend get into a car accident on graduation night, and he is in a coma. And then that's kind of where I am. She like decided to still go to college, and he's still in a coma, and that's where I am. So I don't know. I have like 200 more pages to figure out what's gonna go on. There's another guy in the picture, so we'll see. Okay, I'm 170 pages into this, and I guess this is YA. It's Fierce Reads YA romance blog tour. Like not even fade to black sex scenes that like I've only read in adult romance. So that's been exciting, I guess. So yeah. But then there was a plot twist that I just got to that I don't think I was expecting. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. But I'm liking this. I'm flying through it. I'm almost read 100 pages again tonight, and I read 100 pages last night. So I have not done that in a very long time. So yeah, I'm impressed with the sex scenes, I guess, for YA. Like, it's graphic. And I'm like, am I reading YA? But this is an ARC, and it says YA Romance Blog Tour. So, okay, that's it. Stay tuned. Okay, so I'm over 200 pages now. I'm definitely going to finish it tomorrow. I probably have like 50 to 75 pages left for tomorrow, so I just read over 100 pages. I'm so proud of myself. I haven't read 100 pages in a day since last year, I guess. So I'm very excited about this. Initial thoughts are I'm really liking this. And I can't believe I've had this on my shelf for like 4 years and haven't picked it up. So that's stupid and I hate myself. But I will let you know everything tomorrow. Okay, hi. So for the alphabet project, I have avoid the size of the world, right? But it starts with like just A, and I think it's gonna be better for V. Because I doubt I have anything for V. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to pick another A. And I'm going to start from the bottom this time. But I'm also going to put this book back. Hold on. So I think I'm going to have to use this for V. Which is fine. But I'm just thinking. And I'm like, A, like, and the shouldn't count. So like, there's this, and this is a school for unusual girls. That would have been the same, but it actually starts with S. So anyway, so I'm going to pick another book for A. And I'm going to pick this one. An All-American Muslim Girl by Nadine Jolie Courtney. So this is the new book on my TBR. Do you hear my child? It's gonna be a long day. Okay, so the first audiobook I'm starting is All Rights Reserved by Gregory Scott Katsalis. I don't know what it's about. Oh, I have a signed book plate because I got it from a book box. Okay. A world where every word and gesture is copyrighted, patented, or trademarked, one girl elects to remain silent rather than pay to speak, and her defiant and unexpected silence threatens to unravel the very fabric of society. Cool. Girls who take down society. We're here for it. So, starting this today. I'm pretty indifferent about it because I got it from like a book box and it wasn't something that like I picked for myself. But also I've moved several times in the last however many years I've had it and have kept it. So like that's saying something. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, so a couple months ago, I tried to read the book Verify by Joelle Charbonneau. And this is like kind of the same exact thing except the opposite. And what I'm trying to say is I don't like it. It's kind of hard to follow. I'm only like 27% in, but like sincerely don't really know what's going on. But there's also a lot going on. So what's happened is at the age of 15, you have to start paying for your words and gestures. Like a handshake costs money. But this 15-year-old idiot decided to instead stay silent, and now it looks like she's being like initiated into the secret society. And when I tell you this is like the same exact premise of Verify, it's like the same exact premise of Verify, which I DNF'd. So I'm gonna give it until like my kids wake up from their nap and like see how I feel. But like I'm just over dystopian, I think, probably. So, and it looks like this came out in 2017. So like we were over dystopian at this point. I don't know. We'll see. Let me give it like another hour. Okay. Hello, probably unsurprising. I made it 36% into All Rights Reserved and I am DNFing this. Just wasn't my thing. It reminded me so much of Verify, and I didn't like that either. So, you know, it is what it is. So, yeah. So next is Always Never Yours by Emily Wibberley and Austin Siegman Broca. I actually did find the audiobook of this on Hoopla, so we are going to do this next. I started to read this physically at some point when I was pregnant and was just in a life slump when I was pregnant. So we are going to try again. From what I remember, it takes place like it's a Shakespeare retelling, but I believe it's YA romance. So let's see how this goes. Okay, I'm 20% into Always Never Yours, and that is about when I stopped reading it physically the first time. So a lot is happening. She is a director for like school plays and wants to do it like professionally. So she's trying to get into college for it, but she has to have an acting credit to get into this college. So she got Juliet in Romeo and Juliet, and that's like where we are. Very sex positive already, which I love. So I'm enjoying this. I like it. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so I finished As She Fades, and I don't know. I feel so different about it than I felt literally 24 hours ago. So there's two parts to this, and if you have read In Another Life by Taylor Jenkins Reid, it reminded me of that. And I just like that book. I liked one storyline better than the other, and with this one I like the first storyline better than the second storyline. So because I like the first storyline so much better, I just feel like the second one was kind of a letdown. So I think I'm gonna give this 3.5 stars because I like the first half so much. But I feel like I can't give it 4 stars because of how much I was disappointed in the second half. So like all in all, I like this, but like I wish we would have stuck with the first half, I guess. It's hard to describe without like completely spoiling what this book is about. So I never want to do that. But I mean, I recommend it. It was a good contemporary. And I'm upset that it took me so long to read it because it was a fast read, and like I liked it okay, but I didn't like the other half. Okay, so I finished it. And I read this book in 3 days, and I haven't done that in a very long time physically. So like, I'm proud of myself. 3.5 stars for As She Fades. Okay, so last night I made it 50% into Always Never Yours. And I got to like a plot twist, and I literally said, oh shit, out loud. So I'm liking it. It's a good contemporary. I really like that it's sex positive. All the characters are really diverse, and it deals with like family too, which I really like. Overall, I'm liking this. I'm only 50% in, but like got to a plot twist and literally said, oh shit. So, you know, that's always good. I just hit another plot twist and literally my mouth went. This book is so good. I can't believe I read it kinda and then stopped reading it, and it took me what, like 2 years to read it again. I hate myself. Anyway, I'm almost done. I'm like 86% in, but this book is quite good. I have another one of their books on my shelf, and I feel like I want to start reading it right away. Am I gonna be bad and purchase all their books? No. I'm gonna get an audiobook. But this book is great. So that's good. Okay, so I finished Always Never Yours, and I loved it. I'm gonna give it 4.5 stars. Just made me happy. I loved how sex positive it was. I really liked the main character. I like the love interest. I like the family dynamics and her friend group. I just really like this, and I'm sad that it took me so long to fucking read it because I suck. But anyway, 4.5 stars. So very excited. Okay, so look, listen. I have a Light Too Bright, which also starts with A, but I think I'm just gonna read it to get out of the way because I don't. Hold on, let me look at this bookshelf where I got it. Hold this thought. Okay, so instead of A Light Too Bright, because it just starts with A, I'm not doing that because I'm stupid. Should have figured this out. Anyway, I'm going to do Anger is a Gift by Mark Oshiro. I have to find the audiobook for this, but I just wanted to let you know what is going on. I believe that I am going to just jump right into All American Muslim Girl because I have it out on audiobook. So we're getting through this. So I have DNF'd one. I've given 3.5 stars to As She Fades and 4.5 stars to Always Never Yours. So, I mean, it could be worse. Let's see how this one goes. Okay, luckily for me, there is an audiobook of Anger's Gift because that is a big boy. The audiobook is like 13 hours, which for YA I think is a lot. So, we'll see. Theo wants to say hi. Okay, but at least there's that. So, I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully starting All American Muslim Girl tonight. So I am going to DNF All American Muslim Girl because I am not religious. And this is very religious, and not just with her being Muslim, but like with all religion. And I think it was a very good concept, but ultimately it is not the book for me. And I made it almost halfway through, and I just like feel uncomfortable reading it because I'm an atheist. So that's that on that. Okay. So in a completely different way, we're gonna start Angus Thongs and Full Frontal Snogging, which sounds more up my alley than religion. So let's do that. You're telling me the main character's name is Georgia and not Angus? I just learned that. I just learned it. I know nothing about this book, obviously. Okay, so what I'm noticing from Angus is it's a little outdated and not like in like it's fat phobic and transphobic and stuff, and I just looked up and it was written in 2000, so it's literally 21 years old, which is a very long time. And so that's just some things that I'm noticing. It is quite fat phobic and transphobic, so I'm like trying not to let it get to me, but it's getting to me, and I'm not very far in, so we'll see. Absolutely not. No, It's a no from me. Most of the time I'm able to look like past it being outdated, but this was just so homophobic, and I'm not gonna bring that energy in my life. So I'm DNFing this. Last, but certainly not least, is Anger is a Gift by Marco Shiro. I have heard very good things about this, but people have said that it is too long. So I am just gonna listen to the audiobook at like 3 times speed, so I should be fine. So let's get that started and then we'll be done. A's. Okay, so I'm 25% into Anger is a Gift, and it reminds me of On the Come Up by Angie Thomas with the like altercation with the officer at the school. But I'm not very far into this audiobook at all. I will say that the author is narrating it, and it feels like so stilted, like it's hard to describe, but I'm listening to it at 2.85 times speed, and it just feels so stilted. So we'll see. I mean, so far I'm liking it, but I'm not very far into it, so we shall see. Okay, so I'm looking at reviews for Anger is a Gift, because why not? And a lot of the more negative reviews are talking about the writing, like it's a good premise, there's a lot of queer characters and stuff, but the writing is just not good. I think I'm like 40% in, and I just am not, I'm not liking the writing at all. So we're gonna keep trying, but I have no connection to any of these characters. We got to like a very important part with a school, at the school with a police officer, and that was very dramatic, but like everything else involving like the friends and stuff has just like, the writing is so stilted and not good, and I thought it was the audiobook and his narration, but I don't think it is. I think it's the writing. Okay, so I'm 62% into Anger is a Gift, and something big happened, and I just feel nothing. And I think it's the writing. Also, bury your gaze. Did we have to do that? Okay. Okay, so I just finished Anger is a Gift. I'm gonna give it 2.5 stars. Like, it tried so hard to be the hate you give, but none of these characters were likable. Also, it could have been so much shorter. So I just wasn't impressed. I don't know with this one. So I'm gonna give it. It was just too long for me. The writing, so stilted. I like had it all the way up to 3 times speed on my audiobook and just felt so clunky. So I think it was a mix of the writing and just how long it was. I just did not like this one. So I'm gonna give 2.5 stars. So before I go, I guess, from this vlog, I'm gonna do a wrap up of the books for A. Okay, so in all honesty, this inaugural alphabet project did not go super well. And I think it was because I didn't pick the books intentionally, like I probably should have. But let's do a quick wrap up. So I gave Always Never Yours 4.5 stars. Absolutely loved this book. Love this book. Love this book. Highly recommend. I know I'm like 4 years behind, so okay. Next is As She Fades. I'm gonna did I give this 3? Can you hear my child in the background? I'm so sorry. He's having a tantrum. Anyway, I think I gave this 3. I like the beginning of this a lot better than I like the second half of this. So I was just like let down. I really thought I was going to give this 5 stars. And then, Anger is a Gift is 2.5 stars. It was just too long, man. It was too long, and I just didn't like any of these characters, and I hated the writing. So I'm upset. Okay, and then
I DNF'd All Rights Reserved, and it reminded me of Verify by Joelle Charbonneau, and I also DNF'd that. So, whatever. DNF'd All American Muslim Girl. I just thought this was going to be something different than it was. I just don't like reading about religion, and that is just a me thing, and I just did not think it was going to be about that. So maybe I should read descriptions of books. Okay. And last but not least is Angus Thongs and Full Frontal Snogging. DNF this like 45% in because it was transphobic, homophobic, fatphobic, so many phobics. This I absolutely did not age well. So, yeah, so that is the Alphabet Project A. Let's see if B is any better.